All the Most Ridiculous Things by Samantha Clemens. The times I was not living on the cusp, I was living on the edge. I am sure of this too. If you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much room. I don't know who it was, but well said. It's true. Another saying I read in an old love letter. It was dusty and unsigned and said, "Love that cannot be given is a burden." This is so very true. I learned from life's experiences time after time. I like truth. I like to know whether or not I'm right about what I think, so I double-check my guesses, sometimes Google it to see if I was right, or create casual field research studies, collect data, and check my theories. One cannot walk around and just assume they are right. Don't be arrogant. And don't assume you're right. You know what happens when you assume? You make an ass out of you and me. Are we sure this shouldn't just be called cardinal rules? Even if you think you are right, still double-check. Check multiple sources. For everything, check multiple sources for everything, all the time. Keep in mind, cardinal rules always come first and supersede anything else mentioned. In this case, 2 cardinal rules apply. 1 is when you know, and 2, you cannot pick who you love, but you can pick who to love. How a person feels and who they are will change over time. Amendments to these things are obviously allowed. Often once a person has decided they think a certain way about something, they think it's set in stone and unchangeable and would never consider abandoning their opinion. Whether this is stubborn or ignorant, I am not sure, maybe both, but I do know that it is neither insightful nor helpful to be so strong in one's mindset that it cannot look at the other side. Even when a person thinks they are right, and they have double-checked the data to make sure, they should still try to see what they're missing. What's the other side? What is their perspective, opinion, experience? If for no other reason than to be curious about the things you do not know. The more you learn, the more you realize you don't know, or something like that. Do not ever do something to try to look cool. Never. Do something because you like it, or because it is fun, not to impress others. Follow your own lead, even when it is not in the direction of the mainstream. Be a nonconformist, and just be yourself. That's as much more interesting anyway, and it will guide you to your tribe, which will change and grow over the years, but only if you put yourself out there and treat people right. What you think you got away with, without a physical prison, unknowingly you will create in your head. It's all about attitude. If you think you can, maybe. But if you think you can't, you can't. I think Albert Einstein said it better. It's not cool to have to sell your ass to make money, but there is also no shame in doing what you gotta do, and everyone's got their own standards and principles. I do not think it is immoral or bad to sell sex for money. I have friends who do this, and I do not think they are bad or wrong. I think that if that is what they want to do, that is their business. As for me, I have never done anything sexual for money, but I have wondered if I'm stupid for being this way. I have been told I am sitting on $1 million. I have worked my ass off so I wouldn't have to sell it, and after talking to some women, I was wondering, am I brainwashed by men? Maybe I am brainwashed by my dad. I pretty much became everything he told me to be. It all happened very organically. I never felt like he was telling me who I was, just guiding me to who I was going to be. Thanks, Dad, I appreciate that. And thanks, Mom, too, for everything you've done, too. I don't like anyone to feel left out. We should all be polite and conscientious of others. Be considerate. Be honest at all times, but have consideration about others and their feelings, too. Having said that, manners goes a long way. We should all be nice. Use our words and say them nicely. It's hard to be civilized and do things the right way, but we should try. We should be tolerant, loving, helpful, honest, resourceful, brave, humble, enthusiastic, curious, and determined. He was an asshole. I say that all the time. Mainly about the men I used to love. Ain't that the truth? It is sad to say. What's also sad is how much joy I get from smoking. It's the poison I pick. I am not scared of dying, not of death, or not being here. I will admit it. But most of all, it is important to be authentic. To be real. To be kind. In the end, they say the love we get is the same as the love we give. Love is for the birds. Love is for the birds. I've heard people say it, and lately,